Welcome to another Sergeant Sentinel Gaming video game review. I am SSG, aka Sergeant Sentinel, and the game I'm talking about today is a smaller indie title called I'll Kill Her. But before I get into that, if you are watching this video, thank you so much, I greatly appreciate it. If you enjoy this video, hit that like button. If you know other people who may enjoy it as well, share it with them. And share it on your social media such as Twitter or Facebook. Last but not least, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon so you can be notified when I upload new content. Now before we begin, obviously, full disclosure, I got a review copy for this game from the Keymailer website, which is a website where small game developers are able to afford smaller content creators such as myself free copies of their game in exchange that, we'll review it or we'll have it on Twitch or whatever. So for that, I greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much for that free review copy. It means a lot to me. Now, for those of you that are thinking about checking out this game, it is definitely an interesting game. Now, excuse me, it is published and developed by DillyFrame, of course, a smaller indie developer. This is essentially an interactive comic in video game format, if that makes sense. It's available on Microsoft Windows, Nintendo Switch, and PlayStation 4, and is playable on PS5 via backwards compatibility. Now, it did release June 29th, which is yesterday as of the recording of this. So it is relatively new. This is $3.99, and in my opinion, it is definitely worth the price. Now, the storyline in this, and I can speak on this because I actually went to school for writing, and I have written a novel myself, so you study different types of literature in college, and the level of writing that went into this is exceptional. It's definitely up there. The storyline is engrossing. You feel for the main character, even though she is crazy, even though she's suffering a lot of mental health issues, but you kind of see what built up to this point, where her and her estranged boyfriend, where they've gone with their relationship. And like I said, it helps you to connect with these characters and actually care about their story, about their journey throughout this game. Now, obviously, because this is an interactive comic, technically there's not gameplay. You press X, or as some people refer to it, the cross button, on your PlayStation controller, and that's essentially how you progress the comic. So you don't really have any way to change the story or move the characters around or any of that. Again, it's just an interactive comic. But it's not the gameplay that's the selling factor of this game. It's actually the story that the main character goes through, because she goes through a lot. And she starts out where she's just a normal young woman that's going through difficult times in her life. But as the story progresses, you see past traumas that she's endured, and you start to understand that's kind of what shaped her and made her into the lunatic that she eventually becomes. It's not that she was born like this, obviously. It's the stuff that's happened throughout her life that has shaped her into this particular type of person. So everybody's question, obviously, is going to be, is this type of game for me? Well, that's up to each individual game, especially since gaming is accessible to so many people nowadays. Now, like I said, I am a writer, and I have respect for this story, and for $3.99 as an interactive comic, especially with the story they're telling, it's definitely worth checking out and picking up. If I would not have gotten a free review copy of this game, and I would have seen more about this game, I would have said, hey, you know what, it's worth the $4. Absolutely. It's a short, compact experience, but it has a lot of quality, and the storyline is great, and you really feel for these characters. And that's it for this video. If you did like it, definitely hit that like button, share it on social media with other people who may enjoy it as well, and leave a comment in the comment section below. With that, this is SSG, aka Sergeant Sentinel. Take it easy, gamers.